Is this thing working? Oh, sorry. That's my webcam microphone. Okay. Oh, all right. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys, is it super loud? Sorry, it was way loud. Okay. Facebook's going to be, yeah, Facebook's going to be delayed. So this mic's not working. Again, I don't know why this thing is so picky. It's like I have it hooked up to a, um, what is this called? A mixer. I have this big giant mixer board and it only decides to work half the time. So anyway, let me shut my door 1 second. Okay. I'm back. How's it going, you guys? Move these chairs. Sorry, I'm getting started a little late. My dog's having issues, so. All right. How you guys doing? Holy cow. Everybody, everybody. All right. Okay. 1 second. I just want to post my Facebook link to my page. Bear with me, please. Share it. And then go to my 3D Character Workshop page and share it. Okay. I have to do that now because of the way it's set up with Pixelogic. So, all right, you guys. A Phantom Power Box. I have one. It works most of the time. It's just really finicky as far as I just had to reboot my machine and it didn't pick it up this time for some reason. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. So my webcam microphone is just going to have to work today. That's what we're using. That's what I used for another stream that I was doing earlier. Hey, what's up, Shaz? How's it going? Okay. I'm just going to assume that all is good. All right, let's get this guy rocking. Um, let's see, what do I want to start on today? I think I'm going to give him maybe some hair first, or his shirt first. I'm trying to decide. And I think I have, let's see, did I? No. I was trying to remember if I had Danny's hair. Yeah, I do. Okay. I do have Danny's hair. I was just going to try it out. So Danny Mac, he streams on here occasionally too. Um, he has it for quite a while, I think. I can't remember, but anyway, he makes a hairbrush that you can find on Gumroad, and I was going to try it. All right. You guys want to see? Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello. Sorry, guys. Jeez Louise. I'm having some technical issues today. Okay, forget it. I was gonna show I was gonna show you what my mixer board looks like, but I don't want to touch it. Oh my goodness. Oh, how cold is it? Let's see. Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 31 degrees. Tonight, expect a low of 19
Alexa,
degrees.
stop. 31 degrees. And it snowed another like 5 or 6 inches last night. Oh man. I know, Paul. It's always showing. Okay. Jeez, rocky start. Hey, what's up, Pedro? How's it going? Whoa. I just kind of want to look at what this brush looks like. Hey, Vinit. The original artist is Francis, or sorry, his name is Guy Francis. And he goes by Cacti Guy over on Instagram and Twitter, I believe. Yeah, I think Neil's posting some links. Thank you, Neil. Okay. I just wanted to try Danny's brush today, just to kind of see what different options there were. Let's see. I don't know how many pieces this is split into. That looks pretty good. So basically how this works is, oh, that one's pretty good. That's pretty cool. It doesn't have any extra strands, but it's pretty nice as far as these big chunks. Yeah, and in the US it's 30 degrees. What is it, Fahrenheit here? Thanks, Warren. Oh, KSH, where did you get the inspiration to learn ZBrush and where did you start it? So, I started, well, geez, it's been, I think 9 or 10 years, maybe more, when I started dabbling with ZBrush. But basically, so I was dabbling in it for a long, long time, and I didn't really get into it because it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't ready for production, for game production yet. You could do a lot of really cool things in there, but you couldn't get it out of ZBrush for the longest time. It was very difficult, especially for games. So when we started messing around with figuring out how to do Disney Infinity, my department head at the time, Chris Wright, he kind of put the line in the sand or the flag in the sand or whatever it's called, and said, okay, we've got to learn ZBrush. This is what we have to do. This is the program we have to learn in order to be able to make these next gen characters and be able to print them as well. So we just all kind of buckled down and learned it as a team. So yeah, that's where I learned it from in the beginning. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying different sizes and these different brushes. So just so you guys know, as long as you don't commit to the brush, see I still have my curve there. Can you see the curve still in there if I hover over it? I can pick any insert multi-mesh multi-curve brush and click on it, and it will replace what's there on the current curve until you commit. And the way you commit is just tapping on the surface of your character, and then your curve will go away and then you can't swap it out anymore. So it looks like what this is, these are the individual strands. This is the base right here. This is kind of a smaller version, but a mixture of both. It's hard to see, but there's one big solid piece and then a handful of little strands. Looks like 3 strands on top that match the underlying cuts underneath. And then this one, whoops, this one didn't change it for some reason. Either did that one. Okay, let me go back all the way. Let's try this one again. See what, I'm just looking to see what these look like. Okay, so this one is an open hole one. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, everyone. If I didn't say hi to you, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. We had a few hiccups with audio today. I'm using my webcam for audio. It's not the best, but this thing decided to not work anymore. Might as well push it out of the way. Yeah, whatever. There. Yeah. So I've been having some weird issues with my microphone lately. It's weird. And my my lav mics just decided to stop working as well. I don't know if it's something up with this mixer, because when I plug the lav mics into my phone, they work just fine. But with this mixer, I have to plug them into this this thing to make them go from a microphone lav, like a 1/4 inch, down to a regular mic, an I can't remember what they're called, XLR. And then in there, but they don't want to work. I don't know what's going on. They used to work great. So, okay. I think I'm going to use this one for now. Maybe this multi-brush tube, multi-brush low, multi-brush. Okay. Hey, what's up, Sean? Yeah, Andy, it's just temporary. You just need to kind of get past that. So, the audio lag is bad. Yeah, Neil. I should, huh? Yeah, there's my sticker. Peek it right there. Hi. This is actually a magnet. But, okay. Let's get going here. I'm going to try this one and see what we get. Well, thanks, Nanda. Appreciate it. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to put it all in one group. Let me see. I'm going to split unmask points, hit my down arrow. Let's grab this color and fill it just so we have it yellow. And then I'm going to use the move elastic and just start stretching it out like this. Move elastic is fantastic for hair. Just so you guys know. Because it kind of moves it all in one big lump chunk without adding the warbles. So let's pull it down here. Chris, what month does your class enrollment open up? This month. I'm trying to get it open as soon as possible. You may have a new student for me. Awesome. Oh, cool, Sean. All right. Okay, now I'm going to turn on topological so I can edit these different strands individually. I kind of want some of them to fly off a little bit. And then maybe not so many. So let's do an auto groups on here. So we can put each strand into its own group. I'm just going to isolate the yellow and see what it looks like by itself, because that may just be enough. I might just delete those other ones for now, or separate them off so I can use them later if I want to. It's probably a better idea. And then just hide them. Okay, and then I'll just work with this strand for now. And then I can go back to move and just kind of shape this tip a little better so it doesn't end so abruptly and flat. I'm liking this brush though, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, Danny, if you're out there. If you guys are interested in this brush, this is a brush by Danny Mac. And you can find it on Gumroad. You know what? I do think I'm going to use those little strands. Can you see the 1, 2 little strands right here and a third over here? I might use those here in a minute. Shane the Olson. Thanks, man. Yeah, nice mohawk, right? It's just a single. Yeah, Sean, I'd love to print this guy out. And thank you, Sasa. All right. And chat's going by really quickly today. I invite all the questions. I love them, but if I miss them, make sure you ask me again, and I'll try and catch it. So, okay, I'm just going to use this hair that I already have and duplicate it instead of drawing another one, and see if I can use that to kind of curl it anew. I want this one to kick back like this. Yeah, like I said, the Move Elastic is the best brush for hair in my opinion. I love it. I'm trying to figure out how this part is working on this kid. So, because he kind of has bangs, but I don't know. Okay. And then I'm going to do another one to just kind of fill in this area. Let's see. Just trying to get these to make sense and overlap and where they grow out of his head. Is ZBrush used in the European game industry? Absolutely. It's used all over the world. All over the world. Yep. In fact, I believe they go to Trojan Horse was a Unicorn, which is yeah. I'm not sure if they demo there or not. I'll have to ask. But yes. Did you make the hair with the bend arc? No, I just drew it on there, and then I just started using the Move Elastic brush to move it around. So, thanks, Michelle. And again, this original concept was done by Guy Francis. He actually lives here in Utah and teaches at UVU, which is the Utah Valley University. Whoops. And he comes, I met him at CTN. Super nice guy. He does some great characters that are lend themselves well to modeling, making characters out of them. So, okay, I think I'm going to draw, I'm trying to think. I think I am going to draw this next one in. So where did that brush go? Danny Hair. Let's see. Thanks, Neil. Jacob, do you know of any ZBrush core classes or brushes for core? I don't think you can change out the brushes for ZBrush core. It is what it is. And as far as specific classes for ZBrush core, I don't know of any in particular. Gosh, I was thinking I have some beginner stuff in my course, but it's not ZBrush core. It's just regular old ZBrush. So, sorry, I don't know. Thanks, Michelle. Not trying to be a bother when I try to UV master to transfer to Substance Painter. UV master crashes because it's too high of a poly count. How would you lower your poly count? Netcliffe, I would use Z-Remesher to try and lower it. So essentially what you do is you duplicate off your model, and then you Z-Remesh the new model, and then so that will get it very low, something that you can do the UV master on, and then you subdivide it back up to about 1 million polys, and then you transfer the detail back on from your old original one back to this new one with project. So that's how I would do it, and then you can delete your original one. Yeah, if your mesh is like Dynamesh or something crazy high, then UV Master is going to crash probably every time. Okay, I'm going to go like this. Whoa. What in the world? That looks awesome. It's like a kite. Looks like kite head. There we go. That was weird. My opinions about Ian Spriggs, Scott Eaton, and QBC. I know of Scott Eaton. He's like the best person to learn anatomy from, in my opinion. If you're wanting to learn realistic anatomy. So, in fact, I have right behind me. Well, I have his Escorche model. I don't know how you pronounce Escorche or Escorche. I don't know. Anyway, I have his model back here behind me that he and Michael DeFeo worked on. Oh. Can someone tell Michelle thank you? I appreciate it. Sorry, I can't type everything to her. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Siegel. Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. Okay, I'm going to commit that and just start moving it around. So this is another one that comes with one thick strand and a bunch of little ones, and you can't really see them well until you hit auto groups like this. Now you can see there's one purple one and then 4 other strands that came along for the ride. Move elastic. I'm going to turn topological off so I can manipulate them all together. Sometimes I can't get that curl to curl down, so that's when I use the snake hook brush, because snake hook really helps me make that curve. Hey, what's up, Steven? Shaswada, I agree. Ecorche. Thank you, Steven. You're like, Ecorche. I can almost see you saying it to me. Say it with me now. You can't load the brush in Danny Mac's Gumroad? Really? Oh, he may have moved it to his own site. Because I know he made his own site recently. I'm not sure exactly where that's at. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to hide this. I'm going to delete the hidden ones. And then I'm out of geometry. I need geometry here. So I'm going to use the Z-Modeler brush and insert a couple more edge loops along here. There we go. And then I'm going to transpose edge loop complete. And I just want to pull this one down so it's not so pointy. I don't know if anybody has the time to go hunt that down, the Danny's website. Since I'm using his brushes, I want to give him props. give him the shout out. Oh, did I hide? Gosh dang it. I think I hid the rest, or deleted the rest when I deleted those, because these 2 pieces are also in the same subtool. So let me break this off really quick. Hide. Okay. Maybe I want to keep this one. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking through it as I go. There we go. Delete these. Then now insert these edges. No, insert. Insert edge loop. There we go. 1, 2. I'm going to do it to this pink one too. Right here. There we go. Okay, now we're in business. Oh, that's his hair tutorial on Gumroad. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Neil. You guys are like, everybody's like, awesome. Okay. Oh. Yeah, he has a great tutorial on how to use this brush as well. So, I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's a transpose underneath the Z modeler. You can pick transpose edge loop complete, and then just click on an edge loop, and it masks everything except for that edge and gives you the gizmo. So then you can grab it and move it down. And then if you go back to draw, which is Q, you can do the same thing again. Just pull this one down. Okay, that's better. Start moving this. Just want to get this pink one to kind of flow the opposite direction right here. And I want it pointy. Pointy hair strand. Thanks, Arthur. Let's see. Too fast. There we go. It's really hard to smooth these things out because I don't want to get rid of the nice stair stepping that's happening, but I want to kind of smooth out. See how sharp it is from this side, the pink. So it comes like this, and it's really sharp right here. And I just want to pull that out so it's not so sharp. But if I do that with smoothing, it kind of kills it. So. Hey Arthur, I will do some cloth stuff when I get to his shirt, but I'm just going to do it all by hand. There we go. Pull this up. So it looks like it's kind of all coming out of the same spot, but I want to have the part on his head kind of go like this. It's kind of fun. You know, like it's just all flopping forward. And you guys, I'm going to the New York Toy Fair this week. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm giving a presentation on Sunday. I'll be giving a demo at the Pixelogic booth. Pixelogic's also going to be there. So if you are in New York, you can catch that live. If you're not going to be in New York, they are going to broadcast all of their demos, all of their presentations, and everything here on the Pixelogic Twitch channel. So you can catch that this upcoming week, this weekend. Okay, just wanting to get this to kind of flow around here. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've never been to New York before. Pretty stoked about that. I guess it's just as cold there as it is here, so it's not like I'm going to California or anything. Okay, these are quite even. I'm just going to go grab one of the strands. This hair kind of looks wet, doesn't it? Need to fix that. This one's looping too much. Okay, so I'm going to grab another strand from this one. Do you remember when we broke off this one? Okay, I'm going to grab this. Let's see, maybe this pink strand. Split hidden. So that puts it in its own subtool, and then I'm going to merge it with all of these just by hitting merge down. So now it's purple in there. So I can grab it. I just want to move that over here. Yeah, he's got a lot of really great tutorials. Okay. I'm going to try something with this gizmo here. I want to stretch it so it's bigger. See if that's working. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Back to move elastic. Unhide all this stuff. Pull it out of his head. I don't want to fill in these. I don't want the gaps going too far up his head. So I'm just trying to fill the gaps by moving this stuff back and forth and widening it. Excuse me. Is the sound okay? Today I had some technical difficulties. I'm going through my webcam. So you can probably hear the scratching on my Cintiq really well because my speakers are right here. Or my microphone is right there. Vinnet, I think he used to give it away for free. I bought his hair tutorial. It's super cheap, so, and it just came with it. So that's what I'm using today. Yeah, 12 bucks. Come on, it's 12 bucks. Even when people put stuff out there for free, I still give them money. Because they went to all the trouble to make it. It's like, here. Thank you, have some money. All right. Now the original, when I used the technique of erasing the background of this guy, it deleted some of the glare. What is the highlight? There we go. The highlight of the hair, so it kind of lost a bit of that shape. So I'm gonna go bring that texture in one more time, just so I can see what it looked like. Hold on a second. I need to import it again. It looks like. There it is. Okay. I just need to look at the shape of his hair without deleting. And the reason it disappeared is because when I removed this background, see, it kind of bled in here because the highlight is also white. I just got rid of it. Okay. Now I want to make another strand going the opposite direction, like this direction right here, underneath this one. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to use this, I'm just going to use this thick strand because it doesn't come with any of the thin strands. And just kind of get it into place enough that I can use it. There we go. 4. There we go. That works. All right. Then I don't have to delete anything. Oh, there's a little bit of a delay. Let me see. Hold on a second. I'm trying to remember where. I have a. Sorry. I don't know how to fix that right now. Because I have it delayed for this microphone because there is a delay. So this microphone might be faster and the delay might be ruining it. So I'll hide my mouth when I talk. All right, Chris. I'm going to hide this end because I don't really know what I want it to look like. Maybe something like this, because I want it to kind of mimic what's happening over here in a way. And then I'll hide where it's coming out of his head, like here, just so it looks like some kind of a part. All right, me. The audio is later than the video? Okay. Yeah, that's probably what's happening. 300 milliseconds, probably. All right, now that I have those hairs in there, I kind of want to go through and kind of start making them follow this shape up here, and working on some of the volume and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Can you guys hear my pen really well? Okay, then I'm going to put a few hairs over here kind of hanging off, stemming from the same location and just kind of starting to fly off. Maybe one more coming out from underneath there, this fly off hair right here. Just one more little guy. Inflate this one. Okay, and this one's not pointy enough. Be pointier. Same with this one, and this one's kind of weird. Okay. Let's see, and I really like these three kind of lone hairs up in here. I want to make sure I get those too. And I want to put some eyelashes on him, just to kind of outline those eyes. So we'll do that here after we get the hair in place. Okay, hair takes a long time, you guys. That's all there is to it. Sometimes you're like, should it be taking this long? Yes. And you should put in great care as well. Okay. I think I'm going to steal some strands from a multi-brush. Okay, let's break this off into its own, no, unmask points. So I can auto group it. And then I want to delete the fat, well, you know what? I could probably just use the big fat one to go down behind his ear. So why don't I just do that? Work smarter, not harder, kids. Okay, back to the move elastic. Again, I think I'm just going to split this one off. Split hidden. There we go. See how fast this thing moves when you have move elastic selected? Just moves a lot. That's what I like about it, actually. Have you had experience with using single-sided mesh for hair? Yeah, I typically do that when I do a game character that's using hair cards. So hair cards, that's essentially what hair cards are. They're just single-sided meshes. And you just populate a lot of them. You can use a lot of them. There are some plugins out there for other programs that help you, but for me, I just do it like this, where I put in each hair card by hand, and I start around the base, like around the bottom of the head, and just work my way up and overlap everything as I go. All right. Make sure you bury that in the head. So I'm thinking his part can be kind of like a T shape. He's got calyx and stuff. Something like that. Poor kid, it looks like his hair's been torn out of his head. Okay. Just looking all around, and then, not this one. I want to merge this strand with these strands. So, yeah, this one with this one. So I'm going to merge this down. Now it's all part of the same subtool. I've done hair cards, but was thinking of then making depth. You could absolutely do that. The only problem with that is when you add depth to something that has a flat plane, you're going to get even consistency as you pull it out. So the hair is going to be like more like a slab, instead of like, it's not going to have thickness in the middle and then go down to a thin taper. Like, see this green hair right here, this purple one, it's got thickness right here, right there, and then it goes down to being thin at the tip. So if you have a single-sided and then you extrude it, it's going to have the same thickness all the way down. And that's kind of I'm sure you've seen hair like that. So it's kind of just a choice in look, like how you want it to look. If you want your hair to look like slabs, it kind of reminds me of there's candy like taffy, like Airheads or something laying on someone's head. It kind of reminds me of that. Let's see. Might do one extra strand coming down in front of his ear. Yeah, that's why I just do these by hand. And just kind of, it allows me to slow down, take my time, and really think about where each strand is going, how I'm going to put it in there. It's not just like throwing everything in there arbitrarily. You know what I mean? So it allows you to just kind of take your time, but as you know, single-sided planes are much easier to manipulate than something with thickness. So I guess hair is a little bit different than clothing in that way, where with cloth, cloth covers a much broader area where hair is like smaller strandy chunks. So I guess that's kind of the difference. Okay, man, you guys all of a sudden got quiet. It was like tons of, where did our YouTubers go? I don't know what happened with YouTube. Nobody's saying anything, or unless they're just mesmerized. Just like, what? Okay, I'm going to duplicate this strand over to here. Pull it out. Is YouTube gone? Did they go away? Don't leave us, YouTube. Alright, I don't want that strand to come back here. I just want it to peek out from here and then come down. And just kind of just tuck in between those two. And then go further down. Hey! What's up? Doc Zenith, yay! A wild Doc Zenith appears. Maybe there's just a major delay. I don't know. I'm just hoping you guys are just so mesmerized by what's going on that you're not asking questions anymore. I guess so. That's it, right? That's it. There we go. Okay. I know it's working if it makes me laugh. Winston! All right. Hair's life. Hair's life. All right. So my sister and I, we had a word for those little hairs that stick up on the back of your head. I no longer have any hair, so I don't have that problem anymore. But she used to call them plovers. They're like little, they're called plovers. That's what she would call them. And so we're gonna give this dude his little plovers. Sounds good, Doc. All right. Plovers. So I need to get 3 little strands, and I think thin strands. Let's see if this will do it. Did that thing again. There we go. Hey, Tomas, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm doing all right. No complaints. I'm just making this this crazy looking kid eating a cookie and milk. Okay, so now that I have these in place, I'm just gonna flip them up. How's it going with you? Oh yeah, are you in Seattle? You're in Seattle, right? Where all the snow is? We have one strand too many in here. I'm going to delete this one. Yeah, right. People in. um, yeah, I lived in Seattle for 6 years, and well, 7 total, different times. But yeah, and as soon as it snows, there's no snow shovels. Nobody knows how to deal with any of it. So it's just like a couple inches will close schools. So when they get something like, like what just happened, like 10 inches, what was it? Was it 10 inches? They're just like, oh my God, what do we do? Thomas, this if you go to the Pixelogic website and check it out, I think it's around. What is it now? I haven't purchased it in a long time. That's the cool thing about ZBrush is you buy it once and you don't have to pay for upgrades. Yeah, it gets quiet. I remember the night that it snowed. I lived up in Everett, if you know where Everett is. That's where the Funko Pops place is, the Funko Pops company. Anyway, I could tell, you know, because living in Utah for so long, you can tell if it's going to snow, and you can tell if it's going to snow a lot just by the look of the clouds. They hang really low, and they're lit by the city, so they're orange. And it looked like it was going to dump, right? And I'm just like, oh man, it's going to snow like crazy tonight. And I wake up the next morning, 10 inches on the ground in one night. I think in like 3 hours or something like that. So, here, let me type to Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. You did good. All right. Anyway, I'm masking off each of these. Yeah, because yeah, it's right by the ocean, you know. So, but Tomas, I not to brag or anything, but they hosted the Utah Winter Olympic, or they hosted the Winter Olympics here in Utah in 2002, I believe, and so it snows here in the winter like crazy, and I had so last week, I think last week right before the stream, I just been shoveling a foot and a half, I think it was, no 7, yeah, a foot and a half, and then last night it snowed another 7 inches. So there's a pile up, like from me shoveling off the driveway, up to my chest outside, out in the back of my house right now. Oh my goodness. Talk about a workout. Thanks, Tomas. Thank you so much. I didn't want to leave you hanging. The person who asked. I just haven't bought it in a long time, so. Guys, I still need to get up skiing this season. Snowboarding. Paul, where are you at? In Canada? Or is that, did you say Minnesota? It gets like that up in Park City, where they do the Sundance Film Festival. That's up in the mountains from here. I'm just shaping these each one at a time here too. Yeah, tank treads. Yeah, there's a lot of those around here. That's how you gotta do it. Get serious. I got my snowblower sitting in the garage dead. Does me no good, so I've been Armstronging it this winter. I forgot to give it a tune-up. I think it's just clogged with gunk up in there because you only use it 3 months out of the year here. So it just sits, and then when it's time to use it again, it's like, Oh man. How do we hoe, neighbor? Have some of this. Okay, I'm going to use the, not Q-Mesh or Poly, Translate. There we go. Gosh, that's not working. Maybe I will just stretch it like this. Just want to widen this one. These look like leaves with that little line going down the middle. Leaves. Oh, my foreign brush set. So that is these are brushes that I made, and I give them away for free over on my website. If you go to 3dcharacterworkshop.com, you can grab them. There's a little bar across the top, and you can click right up there. Or if you try to leave the page, it'll pop up and it'll say download the brushes, which I need to fix that. I need to get it out on the main site. But this hairbrush is made by Danny Mac. Danny Mac. Thanks, Neil. There you go. And it comes with this user interface and my ruler file too. There we go. I want to see that from here, so let me, time to rotate that puppy. Yep, no worries. Hey Tomas, I'm going to the New York City Toy Fair with the Pixelogic peeps, and Joseph and Paul will be there, and Eamon, I think. It's going to be a good time. I've never been to New York before. There we go. All right. That took a while. Sorry. Okay. Still bald back here. Oh, yeah? That'd be fun. I don't know what that is. Knowing you, I don't know if I want to know what that is. Yeah, Joe Menna is going to be out there too. So Eamon is another sculptor on ZBrush Live, and he has his own line of little toys, little dinos. They're mixed with mushrooms. They're really awesome. Oh, Japanese ghost stories. You're like, come on. Okay. Now let's see. I'm trying to decide how much more I want to go with this hair and fill it out, because I don't know how much you guys want to watch me just like slowly build his hair up. I do want to put those two over here, and then probably be done with it for now. He has an awesome mustache? I don't think so. Are you talking about Eamon? I'm not. I'm trying to remember. He has awesome hair. I don't know if he has a mustache. If that's who you're talking about. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to use these guys that are left over in here, and I'll just make them bigger and bend them to my will. Oh, he's on this channel. Oh, I think you're talking about Joe. Joe Pickup? Joe Pickup has an awesome mustache. But he doesn't stream on here very often. Which is sad. Come on, Joe. Okay, we'll get rid of this blue one. Yeah, Joe's great. Come on, Joe. Stream with me. He streams. He's kind of selfish and streams on his own channel. Selfish Joe. He swung by here last week. Maybe he'll show up today. Okay, now let's make these bigger. Selfish Joe. Oh, he's gonna get mad at me. Okay, let's thicken these guys up. Boop, boop. Yep, that's Eamon. Yep, he's awesome too. So yeah, he switched up. He used to stream on Mondays before me, but he streamed Friday this week. I don't know. I'll have to ask him what's up. Changing up his schedule, I guess. California Raisin. Honestly, one of my favorite Will Vinton's is the frog from Mark Twain. Do you guys know that one? That's an obscure reference for you. And all of the characters that are in that frog piece on Mark Twain, they're so good. All the little, like, the rednecks with their, talk about giant epic mustaches. Those guys are great. In fact, I would say those characters are some of the characters that got me into doing this. I used to watch that Mark Twain, even though it's creepy and weird, that Mark Twain series, it's really good. What kind of material? Nanda? Are you talking about on this? I almost exclusively use Skin Shade 4. And that ships with ZBrush. And the reason I like Skin Shade 4 is because it's essentially white and it lets your poly paint, your color, shine through it. That's pretty much the only material I use. Sometimes I will do I'll do a material on the eyeballs like this. You can see these eyes have the material. They just have the toy plastic on there just to give it that highlight. But essentially on every single piece of my model I just use Skin Shade 4. There's another one called ZBrush paint that's really good as well, but it gives kind of a different sheen to it. So this is ZBrush paint. See, it's slightly different shading, but for me it's a tad too shiny, too blue and wet looking. So yeah, Skin Shade 4 is probably my favorite. You worked at Will Vinton's back in the 90s? Really, Bill? Oh my goodness. I'm not worthy. That's awesome. I love the Noid too. The Noid is great. Oh, you work on M&M's. Awesome. That's cool. All right, I'm going to puff this out from the front. Yeah, I have a huge respect for that work, man. So this isn't hanging so flat down over his forehead. Now, if I was 3D printing this, I'd have to go up underneath all these hairs and either bring his forehead forward or make the hair fill in all those areas back. But I think I'm just going to render this guy, so I'm going to leave it. Come on, try to grab that little, this guy. Good old Will. Okay. Let's make a shirt. What do we got? We're into it an hour, so it took us an hour to bust that hair out. There's still a lot of massaging I could do on it. Let me do one more thing here. Just want to kind of tuck these two down in a little more. Javad, yes, absolutely. In fact, that's what I do on occasion when I'm not. I have an online course that I teach students how to do this. It's called the 3D Character Workshop, and when I'm not doing that, I do freelance work. Like I did a skin for Overwatch. You guys know that little game Overwatch by Blizzard. Hey, what's up, Marty? There we go. That's feeling better. I just wanted this big swoosh bigger. And these guys to be a little less. What skin? I did the Zenyatta baseball skin. I did not make that. Yeah. I was clearly being sarcastic. Overwatch is gigantic. Know that little game. Oh, thanks. Okay, let me make sure this is saved here. I want to do another one, but yeah, I'm hearing they might be having layoffs soon, so I don't know. My fingers are crossed for them. Those guys are great, so I hope they're okay. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to make this shirt. Can I give you some tips on how to get a freelance job from them? Make art that gets their attention. So I worked on Disney Infinity back here, and that got their attention. So then they came to me and asked me if I could do a skin. So I mean, it's kind of a jerk response, but you have to be super duper good to get freelance work for companies like that. And I'm not saying I'm super duper good. I'm just saying to get their attention and have your portfolio, it has to be pretty top notch. Okay. Let's see. I'm working on a low poly of my bedroom. Yeah, there you go, Kyle. That's so the very first thing I ever modeled was a tricycle, and I was staying in an apartment, in a basement apartment in Seattle, up in actually in Bothell, and the the family above me had some kids, and they just had a tricycle out in the backyard, and I went out there and I grabbed it and hauled it in and modeled it in 3D Studio Max back then. That was the first thing I ever made. I wish I still had that model. That'd be fun to see. That was in, just to give you reference, that was in 1996. I'm old guy. Oh, Tomas, thank you. All right. I'm just drawing the topology of the shirt on here right now. Gotta make sure I hit that little dot. There we go. Done. One big poly. Okay, and then make and close. I just kind of like to put the main lines in here first. Yeah, Marty, I'm sure. But I'm starting to get up there. I'm starting to feel it in this industry. Full of young whippersnappers. Javad, I would go to just blizzard.com. They have job listings on there. And also you can find freelance work on ArtStation on their jobs board. Hey Render, have I rigged tunes from ZBrush in Cinema 4D? I have not. I have rigged them in Maya, but not in Cinema 4D. Just making the sleeves. This can be, topology in ZBrush can be tricky, doing this stuff. Sometimes it doesn't always draw correctly. Okay, I'm going to make a pole right here. And I don't think I drew that one down far enough. Daniel, I've been working in this industry for 20 years now. Vully, I have rigged in the past. I've also animated for, I was animated for about 5 years. That's because nobody else wanted to do it when I was doing it. Okay, let's see. This is starting to look way confusing. Got to get it figured out. Yeah, topology. Ugh. Yeah, nobody. Back when I was working at it was a company called Sapphire. We were working on a fighting game called Xena Warrior Princess, and nobody wanted to animate. Okay, gotta redraw these lines to make them connect. So something's, oh. See that little, you can't have 2 green dots, you gotta have 1. Otherwise it will go cry at you. There we go. We can also retop in ZBrush with Z-spheres. Yeah, that's the older method, Chris. I still do that occasionally, but not very often. So Gamer said, hello, when you start making the head, you start out with polysphere that has great topology. How do you start out with that specific tool? I didn't do that with this guy. So if you watched last week's stream, I show you exactly how I built this guy. And I start with primitives. That's the method I like to use. And which part do I find the most fun? I find modeling characters the most fun. That's why I still do it. Okay, I have a 5-sided here. Did I use ZBrush for Xena? No, this was back in 1998, and so ZBrush wasn't really around or being used in production back then. Let's see. Might as well make this a 5-star poll. What is that called, me? You shouldn't do it, but I did it. I don't care. I'm a rebel. All right. Yeah, this is usually a no-no. I shouldn't have done that. Teaching you bad things, guys. Guys and gals. Yeah, but it's not really, I mean, it's not really an extrusion pole because there's one and it's kind of all packed up in there. I should have done 4, but I only did 1, or I did 2. I should have done 4. So those 2 are doing all the work. Vignette, I do on ArtStation. So here. Well, I'll show you, if you go to my website, 3D Character Workshop, right here, and you go to Shane's story up here. There's me. You can go check out a bunch of my characters right here. You can't blow them up though. And this is the only place that she is posted, by the way. This is from Rogue One. Anyway, there's a bunch of my characters here. Or you can go to ArtStation, Shane Olson, and you can find me there. So here's a bunch of my characters right here. There's the Zenyatta skin I did. Right there. And these, I need to update my portfolio. This is the character that I walk you through during my 3D Character Workshop. Yeah, so you can check that out. Yeah, I should, guys, I'm sorry. I need to redo this topology. I did it bad. So I'm just going to redo it underneath the arms here. Sometimes when you're talking, the topology gets away from you. And I'm just like, what? What did I do? And there's a couple other ways to do this too, and I might just do it the other way because it'll be much faster. Are triangle polygons okay to have in your retopologized low poly version? Absolutely. Yeah, volley motion, I still run into topology problems. Don't let me fool you. Gamer Elite, I don't typically mention the price during the live stream because the price could change. And if you watch it back on YouTube and the price is different, people will be like, hey, you said it was this much and it's now this much. So all I like to say is it's comparable to other online workshops of the same magnitude. And you can find it, yeah, sorry. You can find it over on 3dcharacterworkshop.com. It's not open for enrollment right now, but I'm going to be opening it very soon, hopefully this month. I'm working on a new, I hate to call it, well, I'm working on a new webinar that tells people about it more because I've added so much since I started it. Kind of the information that's out there is outdated because it only covers a portion of what's actually in the course. And I'm pretty excited about it, about this this new webinar thing. Okay, why aren't you closing? You know what? Okay. I'm going to say an expletive because this isn't working. I'm just going to clear this out and I'm going to do it a different way with ZRemesher. So, sorry about that. You've seen me do this before in my other streams this way. And I'm saying, forget it. Uncle, I've had enough. I'm doing it another way. Clearing all my curves. Wish there was just a clear all curves. There probably is that I don't know about. I'm just doing it another way. You wish you could just snap your fingers and know how to rig? Yeah, doesn't everybody? All right. So mask extract, it can be easier for sure. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna go straight. Straight. That right here is making you feel so much better that I'm struggling. Yes. I'm using edge loop mask border, which is going to make him have this shirt. And then polish by features. We'll clean those edges up a bit. There you go, look at that. Meh. Alright, then let's clean this up. I'm going to clip this. It can, Neil. It can, but I'm not doing extract. I'm doing it this way. So I didn't actually extract it. I just did. I deleted everything that wasn't the shirt. Hold on a sec. Okay. I don't know why my pad moves. Okay. Render? No, this will not. I'm not gonna rig this guy. This is just for a render. Thanks, gamer. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, but this is way too high of polygons, so I'm gonna Z-remesh it really quick. Okay. Too low. See, it's not giving me the poles that I want in the right locations, but it is what it is. Let's see. That'll have to work. So it is faster, but it's less accurate. Let's see. I'm just going to scale this up a little bit. Maybe inflate, balloon it. I should have inflate in here. Why don't I have inflate? All right. I guess I don't use it enough. I like his belly hanging out the bottom. Could you use the Z-remesher guides? Kind of, but I don't get the results that I want when I use those. I could use like keep groups sometimes. That works. I could try that, but I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. It'll work for this. I'm going to pull his shirt down and make that the end of this sculpt. As far as the end of his body, I don't want his like belly hanging out there. Push that up. There we go. This shirt will be the bottom of his, where it runs out. Okay. I'm going to use these loops that it gave me and kind of form the collar out of them. Let's see, yep, I want to transpose this. Where the heck is my gizmo? There it is. Okay. And just kind of pull this up to be straighter. Pull it out. Yep, the edge loop mask border way. Yep. Delete everything that's not the shirt. Isn't that what they say about sculpts inside of marble? You just get rid of everything that's not the guy, or whatever they're sculpting. It's that simple, right? Whoa. Move this down. Make it more believable as a collar. He's an 80s kid for sure. Like me. Isn't that right, Tomas? You just get rid of everything that's not the jewel. It's not the ring. Make his sleeves hang low, so it looks like they have weight to them. We'll add the cloth after he's posed. I'm gonna pose him a little bit. Yep. I was actually thinking about that that SpongeBob episode. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I can't remember the name of what the name of that episode is, but he's like, Squidward's trying to teach him how to sculpt, be a sculptor, and like SpongeBob's naturally awesome at sculpting. It's great. It's one of my favorites. Okay, inserts. Then I'm going to extrude a polyloop, and then just push that in. There we go. You seen that? Did I poly paint the eyes? Yes, I did. Last episode, you can catch that. Okay, I'm going to crease these edges of this shirt. Okay, I'm going to leave it single-sided for now. Artist unknown. There you go. Thanks, Neil. Yeah, that's it. I love it. Love that episode. I love how he makes a circle. Oh my goodness. Hey, Alu. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, looks like we got some creased edges underneath here. Increase all. Let me change this tolerance to be, no, other way. There we go. Oh, you watched on Netflix yesterday? Oh, the Pixar story. Yep, that's pretty good too. Okay. Hey, Wilhelm, how's it going? Is there a way to watch these later on? Yes, on Pixelogic's YouTube channel. Or you can also go to ZBrush Live. Here, I'll show you. So just do a Google search for ZBrush Live. And then go to the first link here. And then go to schedule or presenters, probably presenters right here. And here are all the presenters, including Tomas right here. He's in chat. Say hi. And you can go to past broadcasts and schedule right here. And you can watch all of the past broadcasts. So the episode right before this one is right here. This is the one where you can watch me put them together. And here are all the characters and stuff that I've built in the past. And I think this is episode like 79. Yeah, I'm getting up there in episodes. This is episode 79 for me. So, and this will take you to the YouTube sessions and you can watch them live. So. Do you go tonight, Tomas? You stream tonight, right? For free? Yes, for free. Oh, you did a crit day. Nice. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, what are we at? 130. Okay. Let's make a cookie. I'm going to give him a cookie and a box of milk. All right, how are we going to do this? I'm going to grab his hands here. Episode 79. I think it's still season 1. They haven't even switched seasons yet. Okay, so let's go to this insert multi-mesh. Grab these quad spheres. And I'm turning off symmetry just because I'm making one cookie. Oop, let's make a blue cookie. Smash it down here. And then I'm going to split this to unmask points. Go down with my arrow key to select it. Then I'll grab this color, fill it so it's not a blue cookie. And then I'll take my clip brush. Well, I think I don't want it that flat. What I was going to say is I can take my clip brush and clip it flat like this, but then it's like that's one flat cookie. But maybe I'll start with this and smooth it back out. That's one flat cookie. All right, this will be fun. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Okay, I think I'm going to do let's do I'm trying to think of what I want to do here to make that bite, because I'm thinking about a live boolean and just bite it, make the bite with a live boolean. Okay, I'll do this. Duplicate, then I'll just mask off a bite. Actually, it's too low, so I actually need to apply this. Dynamic subdivisions, and maybe subdivide one more time and then delete it. Delete the lower. And then there we go. That's better. Is there any way to have a perfect model that has complex topology like a hole or other thing? Yeah, you just use the ZModeler brush to do that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to get into that today, but if you watch Michael Pavlovich, he is great for showing hard edge modeling, or Brendan is another streamer that does some hard edge stuff. Tomas, do you do hard edge stuff with your jewelry, or do you just do? I know it's kind of hard edge stuff, but like, do you do hard surface modeling with it? Some? Okay. So Tomas is one to watch too. So I'm going to actually make teeth, like teeth marks. He's got those two big teeth. Okay. Oh, Hulkbuster. Yeah, so with Hulkbuster, I do retopology on top of this, and then I just extract it out. And then you can use live boolean to cut out shapes like perfect circles and stuff like that. Are you in the course, Javad? Because if you are, well, I'm going to be in New York Friday, but if you are, I can do a demo of hard surface stuff. I did talk about live boolean stuff last Friday in the workshop Q&A, which you can find in there. So if you want to watch that. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to do a edge loop mask border, just like we did before, and cut this out. Delete hidden. So then it's just this piece, and then extrude it. You're talking about Sculptus Pro, Tomas? You don't use like the panel loops and all that stuff, right? Or Z modeler brush. Extrude, polygroup all. And I'm just going to see what this gives us here. I might just extrude it a little bit, mask this portion off, and then do something like this. Okay, let's see what happens. This is going to be a mystery as big to me as it is to everybody else as far as what it's going to look like here. I'm just putting this to the very, very bottom of my subtool list because I want to put an arrow here, turn live boolean on, and turn this to subtract. Hey Patrick, it will be open sometime this month. For sure. I've got to get it. I got to get it out this month. There you go. There's a bite of a cookie. Panel loops load the geo to the edges. Yeah, for sure. I don't use panel loops that much at all, honestly. Okay, I'm going to shrink this cookie up a little bit. That's what's so nice about using live booleans is I can move and make this cookie any thickness I want now, and it still just respects that live boolean. And I can grab this and I can move it. Like if I want a deeper bite into the cookie, I can just move it like this. Kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but there we go. Okay. Good times. You've been in past course that I talk about Kate. So you were in that? That is the 3D character workshop. So are you a student in there? So if you go, sorry you guys that aren't in the course, but if you go into the community, the student community, and you go to topics, you can find where it says weekly Q&A sessions, and you can watch all of the past Q&A sessions inside of there. There's also weekly live streams, and you can watch all of the live streams. I do a student-only live stream in there where I go much, much deeper than I do in here, and we talk about anatomy and all sorts of stuff. So make sure you check that out. We're on episode 7 in there, I think, for the character I'm working on currently. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do the chocolate chips. Okay, I don't know if we're going to get much past doing chocolate chips today. I don't think we might get the milk box made. Okay, so we're just going to squish this down, push it in. Sounds like my family's home. Today was haircuts day. Grab this color and fill it. It's kind of a purpley chocolate. Okay. Yep, Javon, when I get back from New York, just ask during one of the Q&A sessions. I'll be happy to demo it for you. Okay, I do need to get a lesson up there that covers the new live well, it's not very new anymore, but the live Boolean stuff and some more hard surface stuff for sure. Okay, so I want to make this chocolate chip not so perfect. Then we can just duplicate the chips off. And rotate them around just to give them some variety. Wish I could snap to the surface with these things. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, live Boolean is awesome. Not gonna lie, it's great. And maybe one more right here. I want to play with live Boolean a lot more. I need to get better at it. I need to get better at like using the start arrows, like where something gets affected and where it doesn't. Maybe this will be partially bitten. Okay. Now to turn this whole thing while keeping it live Boolean, it's kind of tricky. So I want to hide everything except for these two things. Let's turn this on so we can see both parts, unhide the gizmo, and this is the key, is clicking this thing and turning it on. And then we can spin this around. But now I can't see like where his hand is going to be, so we'll have to unhide that and put his cookie in his hand later when I get his hand posed. So, cookie craft. Whoa, I'm showing two. Looks like I'm showing the old. There we go. Okay. This also respects masking. So when I say this, I mean the transpose all selected subtools. That also respects masking. So if I were to solo everything and then unhide the cookie, but grab this body, I can mask off the body like this, and then go back to that cookie and then move it, and it won't move the body because it's masked. You ever play with that, Tomas? Yeah, this concept art was done by Guy Francis. He goes by Cacti Guy on the interwebs. Okay. So now that we have that done, make sure you close this back up so you're not accidentally moving things around. I gotta delete that one. Delete. Then unmask him. There we go. Turn off my ruler. There we go. Wilhelm, I don't review people's portfolios during my stream because it's unfair to everybody watching, really. So if you do want me to look at it, but feel free to send me an email. If I have time, I'll check it out. Send it to shane.olson@3dcharacterworkshop.com. I'd be happy to check it out. Like I said, if I have time. And maybe I should dedicate maybe one of these. Like Tomas, how did that go with your portfolio review stream? Was that all right? Because I know that Joe Pickup did one in the past, and it didn't go too well with him. So, Okay, I just want to put some wrinkles in his shirt really quick. Let's see if I have enough geometry to do it. Turn off symmetry. Just kind of make it go from his armpit out. Oh, they have loaded ZTLs and you just went over the pieces with them? That's what I do with my students every Friday. So maybe I can do one on here. Yeah, I like doing that. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of geometry here. It's looking a little chunky. I should get him in a pose first before I do this. I'm just kind of doing it based off what I think the pose is going to be, so. Can I quickly explain the main steps for turning a sculpt into a game character? There's a ton of steps, but the base steps are make a high resolution character like this, and then retopologize that to a low resolution mesh. Then you put UVs on it, and then you transfer the maps, you bake the maps from the high resolution to the low resolution, and then you apply those maps to your character, and then put them into a game engine. So that's like the very, very high level version of how to make a game character off of this. So it's easier because it's about specific minutia of a piece, not if you're a good or bad sculptor. Yep, for sure. Hey Ezra, how's it going? Sumerian in the house. Let's see. Oh, it's nice when you have some great sculptors and beginners because most people don't understand prepping and sculpting for printing. Yeah, for sure. It's a tricky thing for sure. Excuse me. Okay. You can't type. Me neither. Welcome to the club. All right, let's go. I'm just going to make this milk box really quick here. Because it's a cube. I can make it quick because it's a cube. Maybe this color. Let's split this off. Yep, heard about those. Hopefully, I thought it was happening tomorrow. I'm just hoping all my friends still have jobs by the end of the day. That's the super crappy thing about the games industry. Layoffs. Okay. All right, Pablo. Hey, what's up, man? No worries. Thanks for hanging out. All right. And I'm not going to get into the crazy details on this milk box just yet, but we can make a straw really quick. And notice I'm using my insert multi-mesh brush up here, and the reason I have a cylinder in here is for a certain purpose, and that is it's a quad sphere. Looks like a pack of cigarettes. Kids smoking. so it's a quad base top and bottom, and the length of it has no loops, so I can easily manipulate it and add loops in there if I want to. I can make it a cone really easy, and it doesn't have poles like a regular cylinder, so I can pack a bunch of information in there, or so it doesn't pack a bunch of information. So essentially, if your cylinder has poles and you hit subdivide, it's going to try and pack all that subdivided geometry into those poles, and sometimes it makes ZBrush crash. All right. Yeah, let's bend this thing. But I need to, I'm going to turn live boolean off for a second. It's giving me the creeps. Let's do insert edge. I need some edges to bend along. These two right here. And mask this. Bent straw. I actually like that it gave it a taper. That's kind of cool. I want to taper it from the top too. Just kind of pinch it at the joint, which is kind of cool. And then have it wide out here. And you know what's fun? You know those when you the bendy straws, how it has that, you know, that's the term, right? The accordion. Okay, let's see. Tomas, I completely read that wrong unless you're joking. Unless you mistyped. That's horrible. Back face. Back face. All right. I didn't think you meant that. All right, here we go. So I'm going to insert multiple edge loops. Go like this. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that can get you fired. Jeez, dude. All right. Okay, before I accordion this out, I'm going to kind of just make it match the bend a little more. Huge jerk. All right. Whoops. I'm just barely smoothing it so it crawls down the straw a little bit. And I think I need one more edge loop in here so it'll be even when I do the, I'm trying to think of how it would work. So I'm just going to start doing it. Okay, so Z modeler, I'm going to slide edge loop complete, and then transpose. We'll start with this one. Then go in with this one. I want to over exaggerate it so it's really apparent. Let me see. And then insert, yeah, I'm going to need to insert one more. Just one more, right there. Okay. There we go. That's fun. And I can just kind of mush it around. Imperfect. Imperfect is perfect. That middle one's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. We'll just make it, I don't want to make it white. Well, let's make it slightly off-white. Oh, auto groups. There we go. That's why. And fill this. Ta-da. Turn live boolean back on. Okay. I think that'll wrap it up for today, you guys. Did I miss anything? Let's see. Wind Exploder, no, it's just a tool. They're just going to use it. Because they have to be cleaned up anyway, and they have to have good topology anyway, so yeah, mega scans are just going to be another tool to help the artists out, so not that big a deal. Anyway, you guys, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. His hands are looking weird. I was hoping I would get to posing him. That's all that's really left is posing him, and I don't think that'll take enough time to fill up a whole stream, so I probably won't pose him in the next stream. I'll probably just start something else. But again, I won't be here next Monday, so next Monday I'm taking off. But instead, I'll be streaming on Sunday because I'll be streaming live from the New York City Toy Fair. I'm not sure what time exactly. I think it's at night. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what time. Anyway, thanks you guys. Yeah, it's turning out okay. There's a bit of hair I gotta hide though. There we go. That's better. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be at this New York City Toy Fair on Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm going up to Connecticut on Monday and Tuesday. I'm doing a workshop at Lego, so that'll be fun. Oh, hey, what's up, Guy? Oh, you just dropped in. So Guy Francis just dropped in on Facebook. He is the illustrator of this awesome character that I'm modeling right here. So everybody wave at Guy. I'm just finishing up, Guy. I'm sorry. So I just built his hair, not all of it. So from the back, he's still bald. Like, I don't know, he looks like a bear garden with a weed in it. I still need to fix that. But then I'm going to pose him, and I need to make his body a lot narrower. It's pretty wide. And then pose him and, yeah, get him looking like your illustration. So, all right, guys. Have a good one. And as always, I teach this stuff online. I teach 3D Character Workshop. It's a workshop online, and if you want to know more about it, you can head over to 3dcharacterworkshop.com, and you can get all of my brushes and my user interface and my ruler file for free for signing up for the newsletter. And the newsletter is there to inform you when the workshop will be opening up again, which I'm hoping to be this month very, very soon. And if you're in New York and you can drop by the New York Toy Fair, please do and say hello. Pixelogic will be there, and we'll be demoing all weekend and into next week, so that'll be awesome. Anyway, guys, thanks again for hanging out, and we will see you Sunday, I guess, if you tune in. It'll be broadcast on Twitch on Pixelogic's live channel, so we'll see you guys then. Take care. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Cheers. We will see you.